Why does the same traffic stop feel like a routine for some drivers, but like a threat for others? Black and white drivers. Why being pulled over feels completely different? A red taillight at night. A car slowly pulls over to the shoulder. Two drivers, same road, similar cars, are stopped by police. One is black, one is white. The stop itself may be identical, but how each person experiences it can be worlds apart. For many white drivers, being pulled over is often a procedural interruption. They reach for their license and registration, answer the officer's questions, maybe apologize for the speeding. The interaction is usually calm. The assumption, often unspoken, is that the officer sees them as a driver, not as a potential threat. They may feel mildly annoyed, then relieved when the stop ends. For many black drivers, the same stop can trigger a different set of reactions. Heart racing, hands tense on the wheel, thinking through every move. The mind runs a checklist. Keep hands visible, avoid sudden movements, speak clearly, don't argue, follow instructions. This isn't paranoia, it's preparation learned from stories, history, and experience. Across states and cities, those preparations look the same. In Atlanta, a black parent might coach a teen before they drive. If you get stopped, keep your hands on the wheel and tell the officer what you're doing. In Chicago, drivers quietly rehearse the order of actions. License, registration, take it slow. In many white families, these warnings are rarer and the emotional weight is lighter. Why the difference? It starts with perception. Officers, like anyone, bring assumptions into a stop. Implicit bias can influence tone, body language, and the questions asked. A driver who looks familiar with the officer's expectations may receive faster, friendlier treatment. A driver who looks different may be subjected to more scrutiny, more commands, or more questions. Then there's context. Neighborhoods with a history of heavy policing or higher arrest rates raise different expectations. A stop that feels routine in a suburban area can feel dangerous in an inner city block, because the narrative about what happens there is different. People carry those narratives with them in their bodies, generations deep. This impacts behavior on both sides of the interaction. Officers may approach it differently. Some step back and observe, others step forward with a firmer tone, based on a split-second read of the person in the car. Drivers react to that tone. A firmer approach increases tension, which can change a calm exchange into a fraught one. Small differences compound. Who is asked to step out of the car? How long the officer lingers at the window? Whether additional questions are asked about where the driver is going or who they're with. Whether the driver is searched or the car is ordered to be inspected. For the white driver, these may be rare, and even if they happen, they often end quickly. For the black driver, the possibility exists with every stop, and the emotional preparation reflects that reality. This is not a statement that every officer is biased or that every stop becomes a crisis. Many law enforcement interactions are fair and calm. The point is the pattern, the lived experience that black drivers often carry, and the relative ease many white drivers experience. What changes the dynamic? 3 things. Training and awareness. When officers are trained to recognize how tone and body language affect drivers, stops can be calmer and safer for everyone. Clear communication. Simple steps like announcing intentions. I'm going to step back a moment, reduce driver fear and confusion. Community trust building. When communities and police invest in relationships, the background tension that turns routine stops into fearful moments starts to fade. The truth is unsettling but simple. The same red taillight does not produce the same feelings for everyone. A traffic stop can be a minor inconvenience for some and a moment of intense fear for others. That difference is shaped by history, experience, and the small behaviors that add up into a culture of safety for some and caution for others. When we notice this, we don't blame individuals. We ask a better question. How do we create a world where the same stop feels safe for everyone? Because until that happens, two people can sit in identical cars on the same road, and one will breathe easier while the other holds their breath.